On this edition of the Sports Desk, we meet some of the best in Torrance athletics. The Lady Saxon softball team will miss a key ingredient to their sweet success as Coco graduates. Over at North, the baseball team graduated the core of their roster. Just who's going where after high school? And South Soccer is losing a little of their sense of humor and their center. The teammates and coach of Tina fill us in on what makes her the heart of the team. And it's finally beach weather. The Sports Desk talks with the Los Angeles County lifeguards who give beachgoers some summertime tips. To get all the action, stay right here because the Sports Desk starts right now. Hello and welcome to the Sports Desk. Summertime is finally here. We'll hit the sand a little bit later, but first let's take a look at some of the graduated seniors who deserve some recognition for their high school athletic careers. The North Saxons baseball team knew the season was special regardless of the final results, though in the end the results weren't too shabby with a successful overall record and a run in the postseason. Brittany Johnson met up with a group of 2012 seniors to find out where their chemistry comes from and where it's going.
Prep baseball is over here at North Torrance, but the Saxons finished their season 20-13 and fell just short of a victory against St. Bonaventure in the CIF quarterfinals. Hey, the Sports Desk has brought you highlights all season long. Now you know it's only right that we sit down with the team off the field and see what they've been up to. If you know anything about this team, then you know how much fun they are to be around. The jokes, the pranks, the stories, you name it. They will have you laughing the entire time. But that's off the field. When these guys take it on the field, it's no laughing matter. They are there to win. This group of seniors took their team to a place that they haven't been since 2003 when their head coach was actually playing on the team, the CIF quarterfinals. Though they had many highs this year, their season ended in the second round against St. Bonaventure. Jack Kennedy came out of the gate and hit a home run to give the team a 1-0 lead. But the fireworks ended in the seventh when his deep flyout with the runners on first and second came up short and sent the Saxons packing early. When I asked the team about their loss to St. Bonaventure, this is what I got.
We don't really like to talk about that.
9 times out of 10, I'll get the job done, and it happened to be that one time. And then, I felt really bad at first because I ended the season for us, and it should have been me that being up there and everybody expected me to do it. I expected everything from myself. And, when it didn't come through, I was sad, but then again, I look back on the season and I realized what a great season we had and everybody together. And couldn't get anything.
We still love you.
Yeah. They still love me, so.
Finishing up 20-13 this season, these guys had a lot of standout plays, clutch finishes, and a whole lot of fun.
When Jarvis was pitching against Bell, I went out to the mound, and with Jarvis, just throw strikes. Just throw the ball over the plate. He goes, okay, I can throw a first pitch strike right here. And he hit the guy in the head.
Definitely Hayden's diving play in the second game of CIF. He came up clutch with the guy tried to bunt and he dove and doubled up the guy first, and that made everything easy and just gave us momentum to win the game.
I think Corey, being a leadoff hitter and getting a hit almost every single time he came up to bat.
The team may have lost in the quarterfinals, but for Daniel Heggie, this was one of his better games, and his best at-bat came in the bottom of the seventh.
I came through, and that's probably got to be one of my greatest moments ever at North High because I haven't hit the ball that great at all. So coming through that clutch for me myself, it's pretty big.
Who is the biggest prankster on the team?
Jarvis is not the prankster.
Jarvis lost a bet to me. We bet that since our field is 270 feet to right field and he's a lefty, if he didn't hit more home runs than me, he had to get his belly button pierced.
A team like this doesn't come around that often. Head coach Mike DeMaria has been a huge part of their success over the years and has helped these boys become young men.
These guys are irreplaceable. On any team I'll ever play for, I'll never get a group of guys that I'll love this much.
I'm just going to miss being with my buddies every day for at least an hour or two, just playing a game we love. We wanted to leave our mark on the school, bring baseball back to North High, and we did that. When we come back from wherever we are in 10 years for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, we'll find a way to all hang out together. We're always going to be friends.
thanks, Brittany, for the interview with the boys of North Baseball. I want to know if Jarvis actually got that piercing, but here's a quick hit list of the current slots for where these players are going post-high school. Hayden Weir is headed to CSU San Marcos, and El Camino is only going to get better next year, adding Dalton Erb, Jack Kennedy, Corey Bishop, and Matt Jarvis to their lineup. And of course, you can see there that Daniel Heggie is going to Colorado Mesa University. But coming up after this short break, we move over to the pitch at South High to get to know this standout player who makes more than just an impact on the field. Stick around.
And now, another adventure with Savings Man.
This is great. Every day should be like this.
It will be when I retire in a few years. I've been planning and saving.
Did you save for me?
Well, this is unexpected.
Where'd you come from?
Out of the blue, just like an illness, an emergency, or
That's enough, Mr. Unexpected.
Savings Man.
There's still time to plan. Find out how at choosetosave.org with a ballpark estimate worksheet.
I will. Thanks, Savings Man.
No, thank you.
So visit choosetosave.org today.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That changed my life.
At that moment, it hit me. This is why I joined the Guard. We're soldiers, always ready to protect our country. But we've also got communities. Family, friends, neighbors who count on us. I couldn't believe it. I just saved a life to somebody from my hometown.
See what it means to be a citizen soldier at NationalGuard.com.
Winston, just one more inning, Grandma.
Ever notice how many things today kids can do without actually moving? A whole lot of things their parents used to do the hard way. So many kids' activities today seem to leave out the activity part, which makes exercise even more important for children. In fact, new research tells us the best time to enhance bone development is during childhood and adolescence. And just getting children to walk an extra 35 minutes a day could spare them the pain of thinning bones later in life. Healthy bones come from healthy habits. Encourage your kids to get up, get out, and get moving.
Hello. Hey, Grandma, how about another grape soda?
A public service message on building strong bones for kids from the Pediatric Orthopedic Society of North America and the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
Welcome back. The South Spartan girls soccer team is losing its heart. Not to say they don't have soul, but Tina Yega-Ion is a one-of-a-kind player. She has natural soccer ability and a sparkling personality to boot. There's more than just her play that'll be missed and remembered. Erin Giddens lets us in on what it's about.
For the past 4 years, senior Tina Yega-Ion has been a standout athlete for South High School's girls varsity soccer team. In her freshman year with the Spartans, Tina helped lead the team to a CIF championship and also to the CIF finals her sophomore year. The midfielder, who was CIF Player of the Year her sophomore year and Team All-CIF her junior and senior years, says she has great memories as a Spartan.
Winning CIF my freshman year was one of them. That was probably the best memory at South High. Passing out sophomore year after the finals that we lost in, and then junior and senior year just making it to the semis.
Teammate Jessica Nakai says Tina took her role as captain very seriously.
Off the field, I learned a lot of leadership because she's captain, and she was always giving encouragement to our players at practice.
Not only is Tina a leader on the field, her teammate Morgan Mullen says it's her goofy and blunt personality that brought out the best in the team.
She kept practice really easy and light, and whenever it would be getting hard, she'd always know what to say, and she always said the funniest jokes, and everyone would always laugh, and it was a good environment with her there.
Even that outspokenness about Tina created a special bond with Coach Brad Gomez.
We could yell and scream at each other, and 5 minutes later we were back. Okay, so now what do we do? And it was right back to normal. And then it was a great relationship that I've had with Tina over those 4 years.
Tina has experienced head concussions throughout her high school career and has worn headgear the last 2 years.
I guess 2 concussions, and then we played in the final game, and I hit the ground, and then I collided with another girl, and we go out for the ceremony, and that's the last thing I remember.
Coach Gomez says the star has that one quality every great athlete possesses.
I know a lot of those great athletes, they always talk about how they have that great inner, challenge. Kobe, they talk about Kobe's inner drive. Tina's got that, and having those concussions wouldn't stop her from coming back and wanting to play.
As Tina moves on to the next level of her soccer career, she hopes to leave a legacy at South High School.
I would just want everybody to remember me as like the fun captain or like the fun person that would always pump them up, just the positive person, basically.
It's quite clear that the soccer team will miss Tina next year as she moves on to
UC Davis. Go Aggies.
At South High School, I'm Erin Giddens for the Sports Desk.
Thanks for letting us in on a little bit more about Tina's personality. Tina was also selected to the All-CIF Southern Section Division IV girls team, and of course will be playing on scholarship as an Aggie at UC Davis. Good luck, Tina. Coming up after another short break, there's another athlete and another standout program. Coco Tawali'i is headed to a Division I program where she'll undoubtedly make a quick impact. More after these messages.
For others, it may have just been a summer job. But for me, it was training. Now I'm an Air Force pararescueman, and my job is to save lives. Make the right choices today, and be ready for the challenges tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Something's not right.
My first symptoms were
constant tingling in my toes.
My legs, sometimes they'll go numb.
Had double vision. They said you have multiple sclerosis. Well, the beginning is the hardest time.
Kind of had to get a grasp on reality.
I had to adapt and change very rapidly.
I had to learn how to drive with my hands. Yeah, that was interesting.
I was a dancer. I don't see walking the way I walk any different than doing a dance. It just looks different. It's a different dance.
You see me have an off day, it doesn't take away from who I am.
A symptom may cause you not to be able to do that anymore. And at one point, I wasn't able to do any of those.
But I would exercise every day.
Since I've been cycling, it's definitely helped my walking.
To make a lot of changes in my life and just adapt to it.
I'm going to acknowledge its presence. I'm not going to discount it. But at the same time, I'm going to try my best to not let it stop me.
It's a fantastic opportunity to be working together with a common goal of curing MS, and sharing is the key.
We're asking folks about marriage.
You know, marriage makes me think of sports. You know, teamwork, dedication.
Okay, let's see what people say.
Let's say your marriage is a sport. What sport would it be?
Basketball. Surfing.
They have to be a team sport.
A lot of back and forth.
A lot of people watching.
So how many people are influenced by your marriage?
Hundreds.
You really think about the ripple effect.
It's like a wave.
Want to improve your marriage? For ideas, go to foryourmarriage.org. A message from the Catholic Church.
Coco Tawali'i is a staple in the South Bay softball landscape. The North softball program will miss this four-year varsity shortstop. Brittany Johnson met up with Coco and Coach Howard Miller to find out what lay ahead for this slugger after high school.
While the North Torrance baseball team was busy bringing baseball back to North, the Lady Saxons were busy defending their Pioneer League title. One major reason for the team's success this year has to do with none other than Coco Tawali'i. The standout shortstop helped lead the team to their CIF quarterfinals this year, where they hit a wall against the St. Lucy's Regents.
We should have went farther.
Defending a league title would be satisfying enough for most teams, but head coach Howard Miller says that wasn't enough for their team this year.
Our goal was definitely to win CIF. That was the primary goal. You know, we achieved defending our league championship, which is great, but you know, and maybe for a lot of schools that would be enough, and you could look back and say, oh, we had a successful season, we won league, and we did get as far as quarterfinals. But for a team that, you know, is as talented as we were greedy.
The Lady Saxons have had a taste of CIF championships in the past, which Coco was a part of, but she didn't think her season would come to an end this fast.
That game was a heartbreaker. I mean, we expected to win the whole game because we were ahead, of course. But, I mean, what happens, happens.
Looking back upon the season, Coco feels that her biggest game was against Carson.
I took it as a personal kind of game because I have three cousins on the team. and I don't know, everybody talks them up like they're really good and everything, so I just wanted to go out and beat them.
If you ask around, many people will tell you that Coco Tawali'i is the best shortstop in the Pioneer League, and others will tell you she's the best shortstop that they've seen at her level. But just how does she get this good? Hey, maybe it's in her genes.
Well, like, it's a family sport, I guess. It started with my mom. She played here when she went to North, and then my dad plays slow pitch, so it kind of runs in the family, and my sister went to the University of Hawaii.
Coach Miller says over the years, Coco has become more confident and her game has become more polished. She has learned to control the field, and as you see right here, she dominates that thing.
She doesn't just play shortstop, she plays shallow left field, deep third base, you know, deep behind the pitcher. She's all over.
So how do you coach a player like Coco?
Well, as far as teaching what she can do, you can't. It's just something that's you either have it or you don't.
Now that her season is over as a Saxon, Coco will be attending Brigham Young University in Utah. And while most students are relaxing and enjoying their summer vacation, Coco has already started her college workouts.
I did my first college workout yesterday, and I'm dying right now. I can't walk. My legs are killing me.
Her high school days may be over, but Coco will always remain a Saxon.
I'm gonna come out here and support them. I mean, of course they were my old teammates, so why wouldn't I want the best for them?
Thanks to Brittany for this story, and to Coach Miller and Coco for the chance to get to know you both a little bit better. You'll be missed, and good luck to Coco. To the sand we go after the break. You just might learn a thing or two that you didn't know, and even if you're a regular beachgoer, you want to check this out. It's right after this break. Stay right here.
When I grow up, I want to be a psychologist or a therapist.
I want to be a pediatrician.
I was hoping to become a chef someday.
I want to own a big house with a convertible and the jacuzzi and the pool, you know, all the good stuff.
Role models, they don't tell you what to do, but they help you to go where you're going.
I want to study law. I don't want to become a lawyer. I want to become a CIA agent.
Young people, I think, do need a mentor because, you know, we don't know everything. And, you know, all the people, they've experienced stuff that we haven't.
I would like to be a baseball player.
As long as there's somebody behind you, pushing you and supporting you, then you feel that you always have the strength to keep going.
Well, I would like to become like a doctor. That's my first choice.
Sometimes you feel down and you feel that no one really understands and no one knows like where you're coming from. And it's great to see someone who's been where you are now and, you know, making it.
So get involved and do your part. Invest in the future. Mentor a child.
Think you found every hazard out here today? Think again. The spot you missed could be a killer. That spot on your skin could be skin cancer. If you're a man over 50, you're in a group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the kind that kills one person every hour. That's why your best shot is to check for a spot. It's easy. Follow through and check your skin. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out how. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
If you could see anything in the world, what would it be?
I'd love to see Paris.
I like to see cupcakes falling from the sky.
To save your vision in the years ahead, call your eye doctor for a comprehensive eye exam today. Then call 1-800-437-2423 or log on to seeabettertomorrow.org to learn about glaucoma and macular degeneration.
I just want to see more of the things I love.
So you've grown up by the beach or you regularly vacation at the shore. We all know to wear sunscreen and stay hydrated. But let me ask you this. Have you ever gone to talk to the lifeguards at your favorite beach? Do you know what the flags stand for? And if not, this is a story to find out. Let's go ahead and take a look. Whether you're going to the beach to surf, swim, catch some rays, or socialize, there are a few tips you'll want to remember so your experience is a good one. The first step is to find a lifeguard if you have any questions. An ocean lifeguard for 32 years, Captain Tracy Lazat, says his job is to make sure you leave the beach safely.
We go down and talk to people and try to educate them throughout the day, whether they're tourists or a local. And they're trying to tell those people the safety, safe areas and the unsafe areas. what's the best thing to do today, what's not a good thing to do today.
Another safety tip is to know what the flags mean and why the lifeguards place them where they do.
And so our primary thing when we come to the beach is we will scour the ocean to find the safest area we can for swimmers. And we will put the orange flags on either side of those to try and keep the swimmers between the flags and the surfers outside the flags. So that provides a safe swimming area and a safe surfing area.
As conditions change throughout the day, the lifeguards move the flags to the safer locations. And if you see two flags that are crossed, that's an area you should avoid swimming in front of. Conditions are not safe for surfers if they see the yellow flag with the black ball. And finally, go check out the tide board at each lifeguard tower. It gives you the beach conditions. You can check out the temperature on the tide board. It might help you make a decision as to whether or not you want to go take a dip in this chilly Pacific Ocean. And these are some of the tips. You want to wear sunscreen, stay hydrated, look for the caution flags, and know your abilities before going in the water. But most importantly, talk to a lifeguard. Let's go ahead, and I want to remind you, it's the summer. The city of Torrance has great summer camps. To find out which one you might want to try, take a look at the number on your screen, 618-2720. And that Seasons magazine, it's the summer 2012 edition, and you can take a look at it. It's available at a lot of the city spots. But also, another place you can find it is on the next screen that we'll take a look at. It is on the city website at torranceca.gov. And to find out more information about the Sports Desk or to let us know something cool that's happening this summer, you want to give us a call at 618-5762, and you can always email us. And don't forget that all of our shows are on YouTube. And finally, the golf tournament fundraiser for one of your favorite programs around. The Torrance Charter Golf Team is accepting applications for their entry into their annual tournament. It's on Friday, July 20th at the Los Verdes Golf Course. The cost is $105 per person. That's all the time we have for you today, but I have to remind you, and mention rather, that former Torrance Charter baseball player Trent Gilbert had quite a hand in helping lead his team even as a freshman for the University of Arizona to win the national championship. So congratulations. And until next time, Torrance, play hard.